Black Monday has come and gone, leaving 5, almost 6 NFL teams without a head coach. There were a few surprises. The Chicago Bears let Matt Nagy go, and in Minnesota, Mike Zimmer was fired, and the Broncos went on without Vic Fangio. But then, the Dolphins fired Brian Flores. The Jaguars fired their head coach ahead of time, and in December, Urban Meyer lost. The Raiders may be a little late. They'll have to decide on an interim coach, Rich Bisaccia. The team qualified for the playoffs in Week 18. Regardless, 5 clubs will change direction. Here's a top candidate for each job based on our knowledge of their searches, rosters, and organization. For the Chicago Bears, we have former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores. When the Bears had a coaching opening, they hired a QB expert. Matt Nagy was Andy Reid's assistant in Kansas City, but the consequence was a stuttering offense. Chicago's hunt will be interesting. According to Sports Illustrated, Albert Breer, the team is looking for their focus likely on leader of men types, rather than a quarterback. He suggested Leslie Frazier of the Buffalo Bills, Jerod Mayo of the Patriots, and Matt Eberflus of the Colts. That was before the Dolphins let go Brian Flores, who led New England's defense before leading Miami to 2 winning seasons, both narrowly missing the playoffs. Tua Tagovailoa's progress helped the Dolphins win 8 of their last 9 games. With Flores in Miami, the defenses were good and the quarterback was progressing. The Bears should hunt for a defensive coordinator who can also coach Justin Fields. Flores has already proven himself. The Broncos, Green Bay Packers offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. Vic Fangio was fired by the Broncos after 3 consecutive losing seasons. The firing puts GM George Paton under a lot of stress. Paton will have full authority to choose the new head coach, according to CEO Joe Ellis. Paton is no stranger to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, having spent 14 years in the Minnesota front office. It's also no secret that the Broncos and Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, met in the offseason amid trade rumors. After another season with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback, the Broncos may want to re-enter the race for Rodgers. They may also be molding a rookie quarterback. The squad owns the 9th pick in the draft and may be able to select from the best prospects this year. In either case, Nathaniel Hackett makes sense. The 42-year-old has previously met with the Jaguars. While he doesn't call plays for the Packers, he does it for the Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The Jacksonville Jaguars would get former Eagles head coach Doug Peterson. To say that the Jaguars' Urban Meyer experiment failed would be an understatement. It was a flop. Shad Khan, the Jags owner, must now restore the franchise's legitimacy. After all, a group of fans costumed as clowns went up to the final game of the season to protest the team's decision to keep GM Trent Bulk. The Jags need an experienced NFL player to aid quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who has a 3-14 record as a starter. Doug Peterson missed out most of the season, but he checks in all the criteria. According to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, Peterson was the first interview with the Jaguars when they began their search. Peterson coached the Eagles for 5 years. He won 3 of those seasons, including a Super Bowl victory in 2017. Granted, the team went 4-11-1 in 2020. What Carson Wentz did with the Colts this season on the line in Week 18 makes you wonder if Peterson was to blame. The Raiders' interim head coach, Rick Bisaccia. The Raiders don't have an opening, and they won't if they do it well. John Gruden resigned in October after racist, anti-gay, and misogynistic letters surfaced. Assuming the Raiders win over the Chargers on Sunday, it's time to remove the interim of his title. Even though the organization has been linked to bigger names, including Michigan Wolverines coach Jim Harbaugh, according to Jay Glazer of Fox Sports, the Raiders may be trying to trade for a rock star like Mike Tomlin or Sean Payton. After Gruden stepped down and Bisaccia took command, the wideout Henry Ruggs III was released from jail on a DUI death charge. Based on the crash, Ruggs has been charged with 4 felonies and a misdemeanor, and Bisaccia kept the Raiders competitive, and they made the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Despite a 1-5 run, he enjoys the trust of important players in the locker room. To quote Max Crosby of Sports Illustrated, "I love having him as my head coach, and he's somebody I've been able to go to for advice from day one, from the time I came here 3 years ago." Most teams want a coach who can win games and build good ties throughout the organization. Bisaccia has already shown both in Vegas. Up next, we have the Miami Dolphins' former Detroit Lion head coach, Jim Caldwell. The Dolphins fired their coach after winning 8 of their last 9 games and securing back-to-back winning seasons. However, Flores was fired after a power struggle with GM Chris Grier. After 2 seasons on the verge of playoffs, ownership better have a strong replacement lined up. Not a sure thing, but former Lions head coach Jim Caldwell has success as a head coach. A Super Bowl appearance in 2009 preceded a 2-14 season in 2011 due to Peyton Manning's neck injury. He had 3 winning seasons with the Lions, including a 7-9 record in 2015. Well, guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Sports Source, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.